2021 Home Run Derby concluded. We got a back-to-back champion, Pete Alonso, hit. I don't remember what his total. I think it was 23 home runs in the final round to beat Trey Mancini. It was quite a good show put on by everyone. So let's talk about the Home Run Derby first. It was quite a good one. I mean, the first two rounds were decided by one home run apiece. So it already got off to a good start. They mentioned beforehand that Coors Field kind of favors right-handed batters a little bit because the fence out in left field where they tend to pull the ball is a little bit lower versus in left field you really have to get the ball up. We definitely kind of saw that play out in the Home Run Derby. So Alex, obviously, a few years ago, the MLB, they changed the format to instead of just having 10 outs for every round, it's time. So now they get 3 minutes to hit as many home runs as they can. The first two rounds were decided by one home run. I mean, did that get off to a great start? You're just were you just happy to see it back at that point?
Yeah, I mean, especially taking a year off, the awkwardness with it was supposed to be in Atlanta and now it's in Colorado, which, I mean, if anyone wants to watch a home run derby, Colorado is the place to do it anyway. So to have it be the first one back after COVID was it worked out really well. I mean, yeah, the first two rounds were so close. I picked Joey Gallo to win. That didn't go well for me as he lost in the first round. But the home run, yeah, it was a great home run derby. Congrats to Pete Alonso. Shout out to Ashley because she picked him to win at the beginning while we were watching it. So shout out to my fiance. But yeah, to go to the change of style, way better, 100%. It just seems like the guys get more invigorated. They're not as exhausted by the end. I mean, we just saw it was 23-22 or whatever in the last round. There's definitely been ones where it's 6-4 in the last round because these guys they're just gassed by the end. So the new format's great. Denver and Colorado's done a great job putting it on so far. And yeah, it was a super fun home run derby.
For sure. And then, Pete Alonso drops 35 home runs in the first round, which is a record. He made it look easy. And I felt really bad for Salvador Perez to follow him up. He put up 27, I believe, so pretty respectable first round. But, I mean, when you see Pete Alonso throw up 35 and you're like, fuck, I got to follow that up. So he obviously got off to a great start. And then the main man of the whole All-Star weekend is Shohei Ohtani. This was kind of when I saw the brackets come out, one of those upsets where I thought this could be a sneaky upset here because Juan Soto, although he's the 8th seed, the bottom seed, this season hasn't hit any home runs. He is as much pop as anybody, and him and Shohei went out. So I think Soto put up 22 and then Shohei came. And he got off to an abysmal start. I think he had 4 home runs in the first 2 minutes, and you're like, oh no, this one is turning into a disaster. Then he turned it around, and with the bonus time, he ended up tying Soto, and then we went into the 1 minute bonus time. So then each player got 1 more minute, and they tied again after that, and then it went into the 3-round swing off basically. And Soto went 3 for 3, and then Shohei, his first swing of his 3 rounds, he hit a ground ball to second base. So. Shohei got knocked in the first round. Were you disappointed to see Shohei? Did you want this guy to go as far as possible? Kind of your thoughts on Shohei getting knocked out in the first round.
Yeah. So first thing, the Pete Alonso Sal Perez thing. ESPN, you did a shit job covering Salvador Perez. Typical East Coast West Coast bias thing. Sal Perez put on a show after being down. Realistically, it was impossible for him to hit 35. But as a catcher, he had the second most out of anyone else in the first round, and you were interviewing Pete Alonso the entire time, and I don't even think you said his name out loud. So ESPN, you fucked up on that one. Take that as an L. Obviously Pete Alonso ended up winning, so it's fine. Onto the Shohei thing, he definitely looked like he was pressing because the first minute of his first round, everything was a shot. He was hitting him super hard. But they're all line drives right down the right field line. He was getting no lift on it. And it was a little disappointing. I didn't pick him to win because his swing is, obviously whoever I picked, I didn't win, but his swing is so violent and it's pretty long. And I mean, the home run derby is a marathon. I mean, Pete Alonso, you saw it. His swing is short and sweet and powerful, and Shohei's got to kind of like wrap his whole body around. And yeah, I agree. It's like when they got matched up, I was like, dude, Juan Soto could win this. He's a great hitter. He was hitting balls out to like to left center as a lefty. Those are and bombs, like 450, 470. So a little disappointed in Shohei, but he still got plenty to do this weekend. So it's kind of a good thing that he maybe didn't go on and waste all of his energy since he's starting and leading off for the AL tomorrow anyway.
Yeah, I'm definitely glad he at least made it, a little bit of a competition there at the end. I was really worried he would get like under 10 home runs, and I'm just like, oh God, like
yeah,
everyone tuned in to see this guy, and then he, gets the least amount of home runs in the first round. But the top 4 seeds end up getting knocked out of the home run derby in the first round. So you got all the bottom seeds, which is what the home run derby is all about. It is a different art doing a home run derby than hitting home runs in a real game. So the final ended up being the defending champ Pete Alonso against Trey Mancini, who last week James mentioned is one of the greatest stories of the first half, him coming back from colon cancer. So awesome to see him in the final. Did you want him to win over Pete Alonso, or were you rooting for the polar bear to go back to back?
No, you have to root for Trey Mancini in that aspect. I mean, he made it to the finals. He was also hitting some bombs. He started off slow in that first round too, took the break at the right time, and then just got in a groove. I was rooting for him. But I mean, both of those guys are so likable. Pete Alonso just like jamming out to whatever song he was playing while he was hitting. He was like dancing in between. So it was super. I wanted Trey Mancini to win in that final, but I'm not upset that Pete Alonso won either.
Yeah, very entertaining. Another one of the most entertaining parts of the home run derby is seeing the fans. I don't know if you guys were watching, but I can't remember who it was. I think it was either Gallo or Olsen hit a home run, and one of the fans tried to reach for a ball over a railing, and he fell. I think it was
Olsen. He fell super hard.
Yeah, okay. It wasn't
knocked out his teeth.
Not on the fall, but it was funny to see. It's also fun to see the fans who catch the ball and just how pumped they get, which is that'd be a dream come true for me personally. Catching a home run at the home run derby would be pretty awesome. Also, in the final round when Pete Alonso was going, I think a kid rolled his ankle or something in outfield. There's about a 2-minute delay to get the kid carted off the field. So hopefully that kid's okay. That's also dream of mine. It's going out, shagging fly balls in the outfield. Would be super fun to do during a home run derby. So all around, great derby. Super fun. Super happy for it to be back. Looking forward to the All-Star game tomorrow.